I went and got 3 more hoes pregnant after that.
3 more. Wait.
Yeah.
You said that Mother's Day. That was 4 months ago.
Yeah, I got 3 babies on the way.
You got 3 babies on the way right now?
Yeah.
All right, what's the count right now? Because I think last time there was some debate whether it was like 23 or 25.
Yeah, like 31.
31.
31.
Bro, you was here last year.
Yeah.
So you
I know I move fast.
So you had another 5, 6 in the last year?
Yeah, I bust fast.
And I went back and I watched our first interview. It was in 2019. You was at 10.
Ooh. Yeah.
So let's see, that's 20 kids you've had since then in 6 years. Good 3 a year. And you got 3 on the way. Bro, you populating the earth right now.
Type shit.
You ain't never gonna stop, huh?
I caught some little Chinese shit last night, didn't I be? I caught some Chinese shit last night. I had a little cheek on around this motherfucker there, right? Shout out to her. You was right, shout it.
Hey, yo, black man, what's happening, man? Peace, peace. Now, in this one, you saw Jay Fizzle, right? I made a video clip about him a while back, but now he's back again. Again, this is a couple months ago, but now he has more children on the way. As you see the picture on the screen, right? This was an interview from 2024. At that time, he already had like multiple, like somewhere in the teens. He had like, I don't know, 12 baby moms, 15 baby moms, and he had like almost 20 children. Now he's talking about he has 31 children, expecting 3 more, and he has like over 25 baby moms, black men. See, you know what? Guys like this, right? And the women as well, they make the black community look bad. You know, I sit back and think to myself, this is why everybody talks so much shit about black people, because when you look at black people from behind the glass of a damn zoo, look at the behavior. You got multiple Keishas, Felicias, Drekas, Tiffany's going after Jay Fizzle. Black women have the worst taste in men. And they always talk about, oh, I got high standards. Oh, I have high standards. No, you don't. Black women literally have the worst taste in men. Look at this. Jay Fizzle. What kind of name is Jay Fizzle? But then you sit back and ask yourself, black men, hold on. I've talked about this multiple times. 25% of Jay Fizzles repopulate the black community with 75% of black women. The average Jay Fizzle, right, in his neighborhood has 2 baby moms, 3 children. The average. But see, when you sit back and ask yourself, right, because let's get off of Jay Fizzle. Let's talk about the Keishas, right? He has 20 plus baby mothers. That goes to show black women don't have standards. They talk about having standards. They talk about not being pick-me's. Hold on. So when they talk about the pick-me's who actually maybe want something real, they want to be with a productive black man, a responsible black man, a black man who can provide and protect, right? When black women talk against the pick-me's, the ones who aren't pick-me's are picking guys like this. Isn't that something, black men? Hold on. The same black women who make the content and they get shamed and they get called pick-me's, the pick-me's might actually want a responsible, productive black men. The ones who go against her are the same ones who go after Jay Fizzle. Okay, if not Jay Fizzle, NBA Youngboy, or guys of that archetype. See, one thing about guys of that archetype, they have a built-in disposable button. That's why black women always talk about these dudes are dusty. Dusty this, dusty that. Oh, the dust has risen, the dust has fallen. Listen, they talk about that because guys like him, they eradicate their own selves. A guy like him, granted, right? Jay Fizzle said he's in the streets full time. Go watch the interview. Listen, he's not making no money off of rap. The PRE label was carried by Young Dolph. Key Glock, I mean, whatever he's doing whatever he's doing, but the label was carried by Young Dolph. Jay Fizzle, that's his cousin, so maybe he's living off of Young Dolph money, but he's not a good rapper. He's not carrying the label, right? Ghazi, the guy who was over the PRE label, because Young Dolph wasn't independent. Ghazi owns that. Um, Listen, he's not telling Jay Fizzle pump out more music. No, no, no. That was Young Dolph's job. Jay Fizzle, he's in the streets full time, black man. And you sit back and ask yourself, right? Some people don't even know 31 women or 30 plus women to get pregnant. This dude has 30 plus children on the way, black man. You have to ask yourself, those same children, he's not going to be a part of their life, right? These same black women who are going to carry his kid for 9 months, he is not going to be a part of those children's life. He doesn't know those children's name. He doesn't know their wants, their needs, their likes, their dislikes, birthdays, milestones. He's just pushing out, or they're just pushing out kids, and he's just pumping them full of semen. And you have to ask yourself, what does he provide? I can guarantee you he's not on child support. And okay, let's say he is on child support, or let's just say he provides some kind of support, right? Because he did say he's in the streets full time. The average cost for a child is about $25,000 per year. If he's paying at least 50% of that for the next 18 years for 34 children, black man, he's going to be paying well over like $7 million. Those kids, all these 25, whatever number, I think it's like 27 black women who got pregnant by this one bum, I can guarantee you not one kid is going to step foot on a university campus. I can guarantee you those kids aren't going to the military. Those kids are gonna be a problem for society, black men. And it's just so sad because, you know, is there some kind of kink breeding cult within the black community? Why is it that black women are so heavily invested on getting pregnant by these kind of men? And I told you guys before, go look at the stats. Guys like him, Jay Fizzles, they repopulate the black community. They repopulate. This picture right here, it shows low self-esteem. It shows depression. And sometimes I try not to judge people because we all come from different backgrounds and experiences, and we have different role models. But it's like all these people were raised in a different universe than the one I'm living in and the one that I know of. People like this, I would probably never even, not forget probably, there's a very high likelihood I would never cross paths with Jay Fizzle or any of the black women in this picture. Or even if these same black women exist everywhere else, I don't talk to them. See, because what's going on in their head doesn't go on in mine. Listen, in their heads, it's a peanut, it's a walnut, the attention span of a squirrel, the personality of a tree stump, right? There's not much going on up there. And like I said before, you have these stupid, slow, ignorant, low IQ women getting pregnant by this low IQ man. Who do you think has to pay for those mistakes that these people are making? You, black men. It's idiocracy at its finest. I can't believe all of them, right? All of them up there can sit there, lie on their back and smile for a picture. The amount of secondhand embarrassment in this picture is disgusting, black men. These are the same women that you have to pick from as a black man. And then you wonder why you're getting overlooked. You wonder why you don't get picked because they're looking for guys like this. And again, he's somewhere deep down south, right? He's in Memphis. I mentioned before, listen, Memphis is the kind of place where, or I'm sorry, not Memphis, but down south in general. See, down south, here's the reality. The black women down south are messing with these street guys, these drug dealers, because simply in the south, you don't make any kind of money, right? If you don't have a college degree, you're not going to make over $20 an hour. Again, the drug dealer, he has time. He's not thinking about school. He's not thinking about work. He's not thinking about anything. He's riding around his city, east side, south side, west side, dropping off a pack over here, dropping off a pack over there. When he pulls up on these black women, listen, these dudes will have condoms in a book bag or in the glove box. He pull up, serve for a 3.5. You ready to fuck? Yes. They run up in the house. He smash the lights out. Like, but no, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, that's the life they're really living. And you have to sit back and ask yourself, black men, are these the same black women you're going after? Because guess what? I went to university, right? I went to university. I tell the story all the time of a female I knew with a STEM major. She graduated with a STEM major and she got pregnant by not this Jay Fizzle, but an archetype of Jay Fizzle. I'm like, why? He can't provide. He can't protect. See, black women, they're pretty slow, but I talked about it before. They equate your occupation with your performance in the bedroom. They believe if you have a job, if you're responsible, if you pay your bills, if you know where your birth certificate is, if you know where your social security card is, if you are a responsible, productive black man, that means you can't have good sex. If you're irresponsible, if you go in and out of prison, if you gangbang, you twist your hair and have dreadlocks, you have tattoos, you dress a certain kind of way, you have jewelry on, right? They equate all that to good sex. You have bad grammar, bad speech, right? You can't write, you can't do basic math, right? They equate that to good sex. See, one thing about black women, and when you look at the guys who they pick to repopulate the black community, because again, Jay Fizzles, by the time black women are 25 years old, the Jay Fizzles have already repopulated with about 77% of black women. And if you want to factor in 26 to 29 plus underage teenage pregnancy, Jay Fizzle has ruined the community. This is why, as a black man, when you're going to school, again, high school, middle school, and university, when you look at these black women, you ask yourself, especially if you come from a background where, listen, you have both your parents, you come from the suburbs or something like that, you realize most black women, like, where is their head at? They're the ones who are consumed by social media, the media in general, right? TV, movies, music videos. They consume all of that and they believe it. Again, look at their image. Look at how they present themselves. They all look like somebody in a music video, right? Video vixens. They're not thinking past, just going to high school, graduating. Listen, I guarantee you, not one female in the picture has stepped foot on a university campus. And again, if you did step foot on a university campus, how'd you meet Jay Fizzle? He doesn't go to university. Guys like him don't go to school. But see, black men, like I said, when black women are looking at guys like him and they're looking at productive black men, listen, it's going to be him every single time. 31 children, black men. 20 plus baby moms, black men. And then you sit down and wonder why, as a black man, when you're finally ready to have kids and you're looking around, every single black woman has kids. Okay, out of 10, 7 black women have kids. The remaining 3, guess what? One of them, she's not your type. The other 2, they might be your type, but then they have astronomical expectations of you. And listen, out the remaining 2, one of them might already be a baby mom. So then the last one, she's telling you, listen, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this, you got to do that. I'm like, yo, come on. But see, I realize most guys, you'll settle for that because Something is better than nothing. This is why I tell black men, yo, get your passport. And if you don't want your passport, okay, listen, you have Amanda to pick from, Elizabeth to pick from, Caitlyn to pick from, right? You got snow bunnies, you got white girls, whatever you want to call them, Latinas, spicy mommies, you got the Asian persuasion, whatever you want to call it. Listen, you black men, you have so many more options. Again, just to look for a single woman with no kids, honestly, in every other group, you have more options. When you look at black women, again, if you're over the age of 25, it's a wrap. If you're over the age of 30, it's definitely a wrap. You're not going to meet any black women with no kids. And the few you might meet, trust me, you're not even going to want them because why? She spent her 20s dealing with guys like Jay Fizzle. She was just lucky enough to not get pregnant by him, but now she's making a hard switch, right? A complete 180 on her type. And guess what? They're still going to creep around with Jay Fizzle. It's just the fact that she wants to secure a more, I guess, promising life going forward. Because guess what? When you look at this picture right here, all these women, they're all single moms. Jay Fizzle is one man. He can only be present in one household at any given time. So guess what? The remaining 20 plus baby mothers, they're just single moms out here. And guess what? They're causing havoc. They're wrecking some other man's life because guess what? If they have one kid with him, think about how many of these same females have kids with other men. But black men, black women tell you you can't have a polyamorous relationship. They tell you you can't have a polyamorous relationship because guess what? That's too much pleasure for you. You're not enough man for that, black man. They hold on. As a black man, if you choose a black woman, you're automatically entering into a polyamorous relationship. If you guys saw the video clip I made about the spider web in the black community, everybody is connected in the black community, damn near, right? Because you have a woman who has kids by multiple men, and those same men have kids by multiple women. So everybody's in a polyamorous relationship. You, as a black man, you don't get to start your own family. You have to walk into a ready-made family. Okay, if you get a female who doesn't have kids, she don't even like you like that. Black John don't even like you like that. Come on, son. You know the sad part about all of this, right? All of his bastard children are going to statistically be, a net negative for society. They're going to cost taxpayers more money, right? People possessions, adjacent people's health, potentially the lives of their own, adjacent family members. Listen, this guy, he needs his balls snipped because it's, I was hoping to see at least one white girl, one Ling Ling, one Latina. No, he has a lineup full of black women, full of them. It's crazy, black men. Man, it's sick. It's sick. It's so sick. But again, black men, this is who you have to compete against. This is who black women say is better than you. Yes, this is the guy or guys of this archetype are the same guys who black women tell you he's better than you. Because I'm trying to sit here and think he's not providing protection. He's not providing provision. Again, he said he's in the streets full time. Doing what? He sell weed. It's no way you can sell enough weed to take care of 30 plus children and take care of 25 plus women. So what? You're selling crack. You're selling cocaine. You're selling methamphetamines, dog food, blue magic with the stamp on it. Like, come on. It's no way, black men. Again, look at the weave. Look at the wigs. Look at the pounds of makeup. That stuff has fried their brain, black men. There is no more thinking up there. The elevator doesn't go all the way upstairs. This is the reality. This is who they pick over you. And again, you as a black man, the reality is after a certain age, there is like a 60, maybe even 70% chance you're not going to meet a black woman who doesn't have kids. Oh man. And you know what? the guy who owns the podcast, right? I think it's Hot 97. You know, this hold the L for giving this guy a platform. You brought him on what, 2, 3 different times? Oh, it's just so sad, Black man. Take one last look at the picture. This is a picture of failure. I can smell it through the damn computer screen. This is a picture of failure, humiliation, low self-esteem, low standards. Because if Jay Fizzle is Black women's standard, I know for a fact I'm above all Black women, all of them. If Jay Fizzle is your standard, if Jay Fizzle was the kind of guy you would like to date, if Jay Fizzle was the kind of guy you ever dated, if guys of this archetype are guys you want to date, ever dated, baby father, whatever the case may be, I'm above all of them. And so are you, Black men. At least 10% who I make content for. Because any of these chicks in here, listen, I don't care how pretty you think you are. I don't care how big you think your ass is. I don't care how good you think your top is. Keep it. Give it to more Jay Fizzles. You feel me? Yo, Black men, one thing about it, right? When you look at her, when you look at him, these same women, they're going to be a problem for a simp out here. Because, like I said, they're going to move on. Yes, they may have got pregnant by him right now. What about 5 years from right now? What about 10 years from right now? What about 15 years from right now? Those same kids have to grow up somewhere. Some man has to be in their life providing for them because guess what? Most women are looking for guys who can do what? Provide and protect. Jay Fizzle, he doesn't provide, he doesn't protect. He breeds, yo, simps 10%, even though 10%, I know you're not going to do it, you feed. He breeds, you feed. He fucks and you pay. Hell no. I'm not doing that, yo. I'm not doing that. And again, Black women, they equate your occupation to your performance in the bedroom. It's sick. It's disgusting. I mean, when you sit back and ask yourself, right? Again, I think I don't know how true it was, but the video that King 68 the Great did with that one chick in the interview, he said he had 8 kids. I'm not sure how true it is. Maybe he was lying, but Jay Fizzle's not lying. He makes Nick Cannon look mature. But then Black men, again, sit down and ask yourself, look at all these Black women. I'm gonna end it like this, right? Look at all these Black women standing here on this stage with this dude. You think they're happy? Maybe they are. They're slow. Maybe they are happy. But look at this picture, Black men. I'm telling you, you can smell the low self-esteem. You can smell the low standards. You can smell it. Failure. You can smell it, Black man. You can smell it. You know, oh my God, Black man. It's crazy, man. The weave, the wigs, the heavy false upper eyelash. I think that's one thing I definitely don't like about Black women when they try to dress themselves up is that 44 millimeter bust down eyelash. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life, man. Oh, that pisses me off. You know, this just goes to show that breeding, and I hate to use that word, but breeding is a kink. And it goes to show that Black women are still breeding Black men. Because again, what? Go watch interviews of Jay Fizzle. He's not the sharpest tool in the box. But this is how Black women want to breed Black men. Strong of body, weak of mind. And Jay Fizzle isn't the kind of guy who's 6'8", like King 68. You know, he's like 5'7", 5'8", 5'9". So granted, weak of body and weak of mind, you're for sure staying on the plantation. Anyways, Black man, I'm out. Peace.